Hi, I'm Dr. Lori Schwartz-Reichel. My career began in music education where I learned the importance of a key change, a shift, in the tonal center of a piece of music, often used to inject energy or produce significance. Eventually, I realized the impact of making key changes in all areas of my life and the desire to help others do the same. Making key changes can be difficult. I certainly don't have all the answers, but I do like to pose questions for reflection and offer actionable key changes for us to attempt in both our working and living situations. Together, we can unlock our greatest potential in collaboration with those we love, serve, and lead. Let's discover how we can grow together by making key changes. In the last few episodes, we've been discussing leadership. And here's something every leader eventually discovers. The moment you choose to lead, you also choose to be seen and heard. A desire to lead comes with the willingness to put yourself out there. As a leader, you share your work, contribute ideas, take action, make decisions, and use your voice. Whenever you make that choice, whether at home, at work, on a team, or in your community, you open yourself up to feedback. That feedback can come in many forms. I spoke about this from a creator's perspective in episode 107 titled Just Create It and Welcome the Compliments and Criticism. Feedback can be both positive and negative. Positive feedback can encourage us to keep going, keep growing, and keep leading. Encouragement fuels confidence. Criticism, however, tests our character. Negative feedback can paralyze us. It can make us question ourselves, our abilities, and even our purpose. One difficult conversation, one critical comment, or one mistake can suddenly make us wonder if we're cut out to lead at all. If we allow it, one mistake can change the course of our leadership journey as a parent, friend, caregiver, teacher, coach, employee, business owner, or a supervisor. We may decide this path isn't for us simply because we said or did something that was out of character, handled a situation poorly, or didn't know how to grow from the experience. But here's what I've learned. Making mistakes doesn't mean we're failing. Often, it means we're growing. Have you ever said something you wish you could take back? Maybe it was a comment to your child, a student, a friend, or a coworker. Have you ever wished you had handled a difficult situation differently? Or maybe you've looked back and wished you had spoken up when you stayed silent, or remained silent when you spoke too quickly. I know I have. I've experienced all of these situations in my home, in my friendships, in my classrooms, throughout my career, and even recently while leading the confidence camp. No matter how hard we try to do our best, do the right thing, and lead with grace and grit, we will make mistakes. We'll disappoint people. We'll misunderstand situations. We will be misunderstood. We'll miss opportunities. And we'll occasionally say the wrong thing or make the wrong decision. That's part of being human. The mistake itself isn't what defines us. How we respond to it does. Here's what I've learned. Mistakes don't automatically make us better. Reflection does. Humility does. Accountability does. Some people make the same mistake for years because they refuse to learn from it. Others make a mistake, own it completely, learn everything they can from it, and become stronger, wiser leaders because of it. The goal isn't to avoid mistakes. The goal is to become someone who grows because of them. In episode 126, titled Be the Leader You Wish You Had, I shared that leadership isn't about perfection. It's about intentionality. So today, I'd like to share 5 key changes that can help us grow through our mistakes instead of allowing them to define us. Key change number 1, tell the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Telling the truth isn't always easy, especially when it means admitting we made a mistake. Our first instinct might be to explain, defend ourselves, or hope no one notices. But leaders lose credibility much faster by hiding mistakes than by admitting them. Working honestly means choosing integrity over image. It means being truthful in both our words and our actions. When you've made a mistake, acknowledge it. When you don't know the answer, admit it. And when you need help, ask for it. The truth may feel uncomfortable for a moment, but dishonesty often creates consequences that last much longer. Vulnerability doesn't weaken leadership. It can strengthen trust. Key change number 2, keep your promises. Trust isn't built through grand gestures. It's built through consistency, day after day. Every promise you keep sends the message, you can count on me. Every promise you break weakens that trust a little more. This applies to the promises we make to our families, our friends, our coworkers, our students, our clients, and even ourselves. Sometimes we overcommit because we genuinely want to help everyone. But leadership also means recognizing our limits and communicating honestly. It's better to make fewer promises and consistently keep them than to promise everything and disappoint the people who depend on you. Key change number 3, give credit generously. Confident leaders recognize that success is rarely accomplished alone. Whether you're leading a family, a classroom, a team, or an organization, there are always people whose contributions deserve to be recognized. Celebrate their ideas, acknowledge their effort, and recognize their growth. When people feel valued, they're more likely to stay engaged, contribute their best, and grow alongside you. Giving credit generously doesn't diminish your leadership. It multiplies it. Key change number 4, own your mistakes quickly. No one expects leaders to be perfect, but people do expect leaders to be accountable. The longer we avoid admitting a mistake, the more difficult it becomes to rebuild trust. Owning a mistake quickly communicates maturity, humility, and confidence. It says, I recognize what happened. I'm taking responsibility, and I'm committed to learning from it. And key change number 5, apologize sincerely. Admitting we were wrong is one of the most powerful things a leader can say or do. A sincere apology isn't, I'm sorry you felt that way. That's not accountability. A sincere apology says, I was wrong, or I hurt you, or I should have handled that differently, or even simply, I'm sorry. Then comes perhaps the most important part, deciding what to do differently next time. An apology without changed behavior is simply repeated regret. When our words are matched by different actions, people begin to trust us again. That's how mistakes become opportunities for growth instead of barriers to leadership. Every leader you admire has made mistakes. This includes every teacher, coach, parent, speaker, or CEO. Every person you respect has made a mistake while leading. They aren't respected because they never failed. They're respected because they kept learning and continued growing. Leadership isn't about protecting your reputation from mistakes. It's about allowing your mistakes to refine your character. So here's today's key change. Don't let your mistakes convince you to stop leading. Let them teach you how to lead even better. Because making mistakes doesn't mean you're failing. More often than not, it means you're growing. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who may need it or with someone who is making a difference in the lives of others. If you'd like more tools and encouragement like this, be sure to subscribe to the Making Key Changes weekly newsletter. You'll find a link in the show notes. Each Wednesday, you'll receive practical insights, actionable strategies, and valuable resources to help you grow in confidence, leadership, and meaningful connection, and inspire growth in the people you love, serve, or lead at home, at work, and in your community. And if you're looking for a speaker for an upcoming conference, workshop, or professional development event focused on reflective and confident leadership, I'd love to partner with you. How are we making key changes in a way that demonstrates that making mistakes means we are growing? Thanks for listening. If you haven't done so yet, please consider rating and reviewing the Making Key Changes podcast on the Apple Podcast app. If you found this episode helpful, please consider sharing it with others and joining me again next week. In my coming episodes, I'll discuss topics that are most passionate to me, along with things I've been researching or areas of my life I have changed or want to change. You can learn more about me on my website, makingkeychanges.com. Feel free to message me through there or reach out on social media. I'd love to hear from you and learn about what key changes you hope to make.